Honestly, I can't remember if you love me, or maybe I'm just feeling lonely. I don't know. Just let her go. She got herself a guy, and he's good. No, he's great. Everything she wanted packed behind the pretty face. But I kinda hope he breaks her heart into little pieces and let me pick them all back up and put them back together. But I can't believe I let you slip. I think about it 7 days a week, and this just can't be how it's supposed to end up. Cause what if you should really be with me? I wonder what the hell you didn't see. But honestly, I can't remember if I loved you, but it feels like I did when I think about you now, 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 now. What if I just wanna be with you? Oh, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. But honestly, I can't remember if you loved me, or maybe I'm just feeling lonely. I don't know. Just let it go. But what if you should really be with me? I wonder what the hell you didn't see. But honestly, I can't remember if I loved you, but it feels like I did.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Hey Rose, hey Julia, hey Boosted. How's everyone doing? I'm hanging in there. I had therapy today, so. Yeah, we did questionnaire stuff today, so not very well, but this is like official therapy, so like we gotta do all the stupid paperwork crap, and I'm gonna have a very, very, very long next couple of days. Your system is still coded? Oh, that's funny. You've been working for almost a month? That's crazy. You're sort of tired today? This is not going to be a long live. I'm really not doing so well today. In fact, yeah, and just my heart's killing me. So I just it's okay. It's nothing anyone else can really do to fix this. I'm still with you guys. Sorry, I'm just sending a message really quick. So tired. We had the whole conversation of you have a hard time asking for help today, and I kind of wanted to push back. I think I've actually done a pretty tremendous job of asking for help when I really need it. And there's been something on my mind the last few weeks. I was like, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 weeks actually. I had a really rough September 2020. My ex-wife, bless her heart, shoved me out the door and sent me to Arizona for a baseball trip to play baseball. Spent some time with my buddy and kind of trying to get my head screwed on straight. And when I returned, I explicitly asked her for some help. And I never got it. And it's one of those things, like, I asked for mental health help. Like, can you be there for me kind of help? And what's interesting is, like, there's fun parts of that because there's comfort aspects to it that you need in your relationship. And it seemed like there was a lot of interest in that aspect of it, but not any interest in anything else. And the weight of everything that's happened on this trip, as well as the things that happened before I ended up in this position. My grandparents passing away, the divorce itself. I never thought I'd be laid off, let alone laid off twice. Excuse me. Now my dog's gone. Like, I don't know. This is a little bit too much for, I think, my little old heart right now. Yeah, and I'm just trying to listen to my body a little bit, and I'm trying to figure out. I think I've known for a long time what I want or what would help. But, like, the reality is, like, I don't know. I know how long the journey is ahead too. So yeah, it's I don't know. I was looking through the homeless report. Let me pull that up. Talk about that tonight a little bit. I started looking for a job in California in January. Hey, Ariel. Yeah, I kind of dipped in just a little bit. What was I looking up? Oh yeah, 2025. There it is. Yeah, you gonna load? That was weird. This is what's caught my mind is right here. This childhood trauma cell. And like, here's the deal. This is the percentage of homeless folk in Long Beach that are currently, yeah. So 40% of us were dealing with childhood trauma. And here's the deal. This is what I asked my ex for help with. It was always a thing that had not only plagued my life, but plagued our relationship. I was ready. I was tired of it kind of holding us back and impacting us. And I wanted to I don't know, I just wanted to see what could come out on the other side when I like wasn't being weighed down by everything. And then I kind of just went out about it and just did it on my own. And me and my old counselor, we worked through a lot of things, and we even talked through a lot of things in February and March because I knew like our time together was kind of coming to a close here. And I've mentioned this a lot lately. Like, you can't really just can't destroy your demons. You can just tame some of them. And I think some of the things that I dealt with are just those things you got to tame. And I think that was really hard to learn. Like, oh, you can't like heal yourself. Like, there's no like cure for the type of things that sometimes you have to deal with in life. It's just learning how to manage it a little bit better. I think one of the coolest things though is to look at the things that I dealt with as a kid and like, I don't know, knowing that those things weren't really that ever present in our relationship when I was married. I think that makes me happy because I never once put my hands on any woman I've ever dated or anything, let alone my wife. And if you take a person from my background in most relationships, it's not that simple. I got angry a few times, and that definitely wasn't cool. And I've spoken pretty openly about that. But a lot of that dysfunction, it comes back to hit you in weird ways. Application Help Center. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff going on in this economy down here in California right now. One of the hardest things that's happening in LA right now is there's a huge hit to film work. And the thing about working in the film industry is a lot of times your job is contract. So you'll be a boom mic guy and you'll have a job for 3.5 months and then you'll be off for 2 months until you get another gig that starts up. And you got someone that's always keeping their eye peeled and lining up something for you. You work through an agency, whatever it is you do. But Hollywood, as far as filming here, the industry itself will always be here, at least for the next several decades. But filming here is not big right now. It's cooler to go film in New Mexico, Utah, British Columbia, Georgia. All these locations are giving insane tax breaks if you go film there. Easy's trying to move from California to Arizona, works with him now. He did stage work here. Yeah, they're building stuff everywhere because I think a lot of states are realizing that filmmaking can happen anywhere. I think you look at people like me too, like creators and stuff that want to do it in real life streams. Like iShowSpeed is a great example. He's a huge YouTuber. He's probably the biggest YouTuber right now. And he goes and he shuts down city squares. He has to hire security, obviously, to help with his production. As well as his personal safety and the safety of his fans. But like, you can give tax credits to those folks too and bring attention to your city. You might not be able to bring a Super Bowl to Memphis, Tennessee, but you could bring a streamer that's going to have 500K viewers. So I think that everyone's thinking ahead here. They're understanding the tax implications. A lot of good ways to make some money there. He always complains about pay. Nah, he won't see the same pay. If you spent a long time living in California, you gotta leave California with California pay. That's how you go live it up in another state. You got coworkers who live in Wisconsin but work in Illinois because the pay is better. A lot of people do that. Live in like Evanston, Wyoming is pretty close to the border of Utah. They'll work in like Park City. Good seasonal work in like Park City. Up near the ski resorts too, in Little Cottonwood and Big Cottonwood Canyon in Utah. One sec, guys. Alright, here's the deal, guys. I'm going to be in tomorrow night. Let me get this booked. I'm going apartment hunting tomorrow. This app is busted. I don't know why. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Ooh, tomorrow's cheaper. I'm so happy I'm doing this right now. Sweet. Oh, and the queen beds are sold out tomorrow. So here's the deal. I'm gonna go into town. I'm gonna make some calls in the morning. Fuck. So I got. So this is how we've been doing it for anyone that's new. Correct, Aradorial. So here's the deal. I stream here on Twitch because Twitch got me a 1099. 1099 basically is a tax document that tells the IRS that there's some money coming in. I don't have to have all the money coming in from here. However, I just need to have something that says I have a pipeline. This was the whole reason 13 months ago that we started on Twitch. Is I thought it would be the clearest path on social media to get a 1099. So I'm contracted with Twitch. If other money comes in, other sources, however it helps to come and help me and to support me, whatever it is, that helps too. What I do is I turn my bank statement in every month to the city. And then the following month, they come back and they tell me about how much I can go out and shop around with. This has been a grind, and it's getting a little bit easier without the dog. But here's the deal. I just got my numbers back this morning for my numbers in April. And in May, I both did not ask nor did I receive very much help which means that everything is going to tank when they come back here in about 2 or 3 weeks with my previous bank statement. So I got an extra $75 to wiggle with here in my budget for that 1 month in the free security deposit, knowing that it's going to tank by hundreds, if not more, because I don't know, I didn't ask for help or whatever it was. I don't know. When they finished reviewing my bank statement from May, so this is kind of, I got a little bit of extra help now. I got someone that is like, literally, if I call her, she will answer the phone and answer questions on behalf of the city for me. And that's something that I have not had in the past, so I'm going to try using that to my advantage. And so I just got some help. We'll stay inside. Tomorrow I'm just going to hop on the bus in the morning after I make some calls, and then we'll stream in the evenings. I'll try to stay in as much as I can on weekdays, because obviously this is a weekday kind of activity to go pop into the property management offices and then also go actually check out maybe a unit tomorrow. That's what I'm going to go try to do. So I'll give them a call in the morning. But it also gives me a little bit more control, as well as to make up for the fact that I did not get into the transitional housing spot that we thought we were going to be able to get me into. So we are going with the last of all options, which is to get me into a transitional housing spot with the county. It is the only county transitional spot in the city of Long Beach, from what they explained. But it's more catered towards mental health, and so we're kind of, I will unlikely be able to make any videos, content, communicate all that much beyond maybe some Discord stuff if I get in there, and that type of disconnect does not appeal to me. So I'm really hoping I can put in some work maybe over the next few days, maybe early next week. I've been rested the last week. You know, I've been able to sit down, get some work in. I'm still uploading VODs from Twitch over YouTube. I got to do the last few days. But, and then as of yesterday, I'm back on my medicine again. So I got that 2-for-1 on Saturday. So that's, you know, we're all gravy here for about another week or so. And I figure take the extra energy and let's just try to see if we can make something happen. So yeah, yeah, I need I just need this part to end. I think this health thing is going to end up being a climb, so. But yeah, we're gonna, yeah, we'll just take the bus in tomorrow morning. I'm gonna take a different bus routing because I'm actually gonna be going to a different part of town. The area I was in is fairly affordable. If I can find a deal on a studio near 2nd Street, I'm gonna do it. That could be some nice R&R or a chance to maybe reconnect with some friends. Gym would be a problem. I'm not paying to go to that gym over there. Yeah, gym would be a problem if I went over and lived in that area. But I'm gonna go look in that area because that's also the area where the property management offices are. So may as well. I do. That's why we're doing it now. I'm kind of rested. I do not have the energy to do this, you know, from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. by any means, but get out in the morning, try to hop on a bus by 1:30, 2 p.m. to come back here. if anyone wants to help with food, maybe I can just grab brunch or something like that somewhere in town. Try to at least not make it not be boring. But breakfast bar is over in Belmont Shore area. That's right. But yeah, I'm gonna go poke my head around. I'm so tired. So tired. Yeah, I mean, kind of, sort of. I had McDonald's today. It's not just about the tiredness. It's just like, man, like, how did this happen? Like, I used to be responsible for protecting billionaires and professional athletes and Hollywood talent. And like very much so, I think in a short period of time I could go right back to doing that. It wouldn't be a problem. But like this anxiety didn't exist back then. The panic attacks didn't exist back then. The chest issue didn't exist back then. So it's I know exactly the day it started too. And it was a day. It was a day. So yeah, I'm tired. Be nice to have my setup too. Like I know I'm missing things. I lost a monitor on this journey. I had the big Samsung one and I lost that. Oh, I broke it. Get my desk. Like honestly, it's gonna be a desk and I'm gonna sleep on the floor of the apartment. That's what we're gonna do. Maybe if help comes. I know people were excited too. Maybe I'll get a mattress on like Amazon for like cheap and let it come in a box and let the air fill it up. But yeah, I'm ready to be happy and healthy. I'm just trying to figure out what the key ingredients to making that happen are. But yeah, I didn't really like the route that I took today to get to Long Beach. I was also going to like northeastern Long Beach, kind of. Long Beach goes up higher on the west side. It was like, so it was a bus north and then a bus west. I got off the bus west halfway through, kind of, sort of, and stopped and got something to eat because I hadn't eaten anything all day. And then that was at like 11:45 noon. And then I got back on that same bus. There's a road called Studebaker. It goes through Long Beach on the runs north south. And they're doing this major construction upgrade on it. Just basically repaving all the sidewalks and the curbs, and then fixing up the median strips and all that fun stuff. And it's like a 2.5 year long construction project. I cannot express to you how fucking long this construction project is. I was not in this situation, still had my Lexus when they started on this construction project. And because of it, the 6 stops that are closest to the park where I was going to go meet for my appointment with my counselor and the nurse today, high blood pressure again, guys. Not great. Same as last week. But they skip all those stops because they're doing construction all along Studebaker, and it goes basically all the way underneath the 405 into like almost like CSU Long Beach area. And then I had to walk because there's no other bus stops going back the other direction. I had to walk like an extra 25-30 minutes because none of those bus stops were available. Also, because of this construction project, I have to walk north a whole other block, massive block, and cut across east, and then cut back down south whenever I'm coming back into Orange County. All because of that construction project when I'm on foot with the wagon. So, all this to say, I hate Caltrans. All you people that work for our fucking state, all of it, like, I wanted a simple day. So I think tomorrow I'm going to take a bus from Orange County into Long Beach. And I'm going to cross over through Seal Beach area on the bus. And I'll start on the east side. I don't know if I want to make my way downtown, man. It's a long trip down now, guys. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Boost, and I did see your message just before I went live. How was the trip over? Well, I've always had one person checking on me, so now I have two. But to be a person to check on me, I have to trust you, and there's just not really a lot of that right now. And I gotta suck it up and get through the questionnaire aspects of things with this new counselor before I... Yeah. I usually do about 3 months, 90 days, once a week. That's when we're meeting, so I think that's fair. Just to give it some time. And like I said, this is like official counseling. And they're already like, why are your medical records so hard to find? And I'm like, yeah, welcome to my mom. There was one very fancy counselor that I met when I was like 11 or 12 years old. She's the one that told me that I have OCD. And I know where I met her, like what part of Sacramento where her office was. I remember all these things. My friend in college, one of my basketball buddies, worked, like, while he was in college, he was working for like a call center place. He had returned from his Mormon mission from the Dominican Republic, and he had learned Spanish to go serve his mission. So he was working for this company that basically like medical offices would call, hey, we need this person's records. And he'd call down to like South and Central America, and he'd try to figure out how, like, and it's a lot of like negotiating too sometimes, trying to like get to the right person to try to figure out where you can get records pulled, because not all countries are as organized as ours. And he tried pulling a number of my records, and he got a lot of them, especially because I knew my cardiologist name from when I was a kid. But we just cannot find this one medical record. And it's really tough because I'm pretty high functioning. So like, even my doctor, she's kind of like, it's a problem when it's a problem, but when it's not a problem, you're good. Like, and that's kind of like how most people observe it. So I'd love to just get it because I think it would just like confirm a lot and make things a lot easier. It sucks being a person sometimes that's willing to face some of your problems head on. People just expect you to keep on doing it. I got another one in 2022, but different grade. Yeah, apartment hunting, guys. I'm just looking for studios. It's me. I don't have a dog anymore. I can live in a closet. I don't care. Don't care. Yeah, and I also think that, you know what's interesting? Across the board, this is the fourth counselor, including my previous one, that I've worked with over the last, year and a half or whatever. Not a single one of them has criticized the self-employment route. And I'd probably say doing this type of thing and trying to figure it all out and teaching all myself this shit and setting it up and tearing it down all the time. And there's a lot of days where I'm like, what the hell are you doing, dude? This is like definitely not what you went to fucking college for. You guys know what I'm saying? And sometimes I think I do look at my like therapist like, is this person gonna validate what I'm thinking? And I'm shocked to share that like I consistently every time I've shared this aspect of things with a therapist, I'm always expecting to get a negative response back. And we had that conversation today, and I once again got the same positive, more upbeat, like, yeah. No, I did, Aerodorial. I 100% did get to a point where I had to carve a path. And here's the thing. Like, I've been on my own path now for probably we're on month 15, I think, since I started trying to carve everything out. And here's what I'll say. It's a lot easier just to go along with it. It is so easy. Like getting my Amazon job, getting the job with the Jazz, getting all the, like, it actually wasn't hard. They called me for both of those jobs. My internship had ended and they're like, we're just keeping you on payroll just for a little bit just so we can figure it all out. And then this one department called me and they were like, yo, can you come in? And I was like, yeah, when do you want me in? Can you come in this afternoon? And I was like, yeah. And literally, like, I badged in for my interview. Got through security on my own, all that fun stuff, did my interview, and like 2 days later I was meeting with the general manager and they were like, yeah, we want you to join. And the Amazon thing was very similar. But like the reality is I was in the industry I wanted to be in, but I was not doing the job that I wanted to be doing. And I knew that going back to 2020 when I first asked my ex-wife for help. So, was I unhappy? No, I wasn't unhappy. That's the thing too. I wasn't like, oh, this job sucks. No, I liked the job. But it just wasn't what I wanted to be doing. I also didn't want to be working in professional basketball. especially at the NBA level, that is not a team sport. um, yeah. I get a lot of Ed Sheeran vibes when I look at this whole situation. I know it's not the same as a guitar, but to each their own. I'd love to be able to record more too. I just haven't ever prioritized having like a mount to like put on the wagon, for example. I've never prioritized that. Asking someone for a hand getting one of those. I have these two troll AI bot things in my Discord DMs, and it's like every single day they say good morning and good afternoon and hi, what are you up to? What are you doing? You do anything interesting today? And every time I block one, I get another one the next day. It's kind of annoying. All right, that's my ramble for the night. I'm tired. I'm tired and I gotta find a way to ask my bully for help. That's the child version of what I'm going through. Yeah, it won't be that exciting. It's gonna it's tomorrow's gonna go exactly how the other times go. It's more just like trying to start a conversation, and then maybe after a few days of doing that, I can, if I have to step back outside or whatever it is that I gotta do, we can sort through the discussion then with my people from the city on an email thread and things like that, because that usually helps. But it's up to me to find it and find a landlord that wants to work with the program. And the problem is none of them want to work with this program. And I don't really blame very many of them, to be completely honest with you. Like the whole thing is like, how do you know that person's going to get your rent the month after or the month after that? And I think with me, like, I just got to recognize that once I'm in that situation, I got to be open to like, hey, I need help because this is what happened this month, or I couldn't find anything for the second month. But I'm pretty sure I got some work lined up that I can go do during the day for a short period of time. And then I'm just going to get just a regular old 9 to 5, probably project manager job that I think I can just cruise through. Those jobs are so easy, guys. If you know how to make a Gantt chart, you know how to timeline map, you know how to lead a little bit, it's like the easiest job on the planet. Yeah, just do that, collect a paycheck, and then just keep doing this until I can stop doing that and do this. Correct, rent's all on me. So, you know, do this, work a little bit, it should be fine. I'm obviously looking for something really affordable too. But I'm still gonna need help. The health situation kind of is it's that bad. And if I thought someone else could help, I would just look into a roommate scenario again. Sucks when everyone leaves. But yeah, that's what we're doing tomorrow, guys. Yeah, all I gotta say on the mental health side to close that up is just This is a really bad. Don't change counselors when you're going through something. Dog passing away. Trying to really dig myself out of this, and man, I do feel like I kind of lost a little bit of an outlet. Like I can't, like, it's also weird because I'm so used to Tuesdays at 4 and we're much earlier now. So like if I have a bad session, is my whole Tuesday now fucked? The whole point of doing it at Tuesday at 4 was that if my Tuesday was fucked after that, Tuesday was almost over. That was the whole point. There was a whole plan for if there was a bad session. And it was to do it towards like late afternoon, just cut out of work. So yeah, pro tip. Don't switch counselors when you're going through shit. Yeah, what's everyone else got going on? I am going to find some time to figure out my audio here with my OBS. The whole point of me gaming with my friends is so like everyone can kind of be a part of the fun and the conversation. We stayed on for like an extra 15 minutes and had a whole other type of conversation. Oh yeah. Like I said, I'm just more concerned because it's earlier in the day. I don't need a Tuesday to be burned. It's one thing if a Tuesday evening here and there has to get burned, but a whole Tuesday here and there, just, and it's not like by choice either, just sometimes it really takes you like the whole night to sleep it off. And get back, get reset, wake up in the morning, take your 20 minutes to, this hair stuff just tickles my earlobe. Just take 15-20 minutes just to reset yourself in the morning and then go about your day. Yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm not gonna get out of here crazy early, but maybe we'll get out of here in time to hit like the back end of breakfast at Breakfast Bar or something like that. Just do something nice. I don't do that stuff very often, but I also don't. It's like 2 hours to get into Long Beach from here on the bus. So and then once you get into Long Beach, you have to get off of the Orange County bus and get onto the Long Beach Transit bus. Oh man, it's a mess. It's a mess. The challenges of living on the county land, though. But yeah, I mean, we could just do one more summer in Long Beach and then be back up in West LA by fall if we can get everything settled. The rental arrears are going to get taken care of. It's so weird, some of the good things that were happening at the end of April, early May. So we'll try to keep that going. Anyone have anything fun planned tomorrow? Work, Julia. Get ready to go camping, Eridoria. Nice. Figuring out your status at work. Well, I don't really know what I'm gonna do for food. So I'm gonna go try to figure that out. When I get back, though, I am gonna do a Marvel Rivals stream tonight. Um, as I mentioned, I'm not gonna rush out of here in the morning. Like, I'm gonna make some calls at, like, 8:39, and then just hop on a bus. Try to be back here. Try to spend a few hours out there and try to see if I can meet with this guy on this one place. I just don't want to go downtown unless I can for sure see it. And I don't really even need to see it. I don't need to view an apartment, you guys. I just show me 5 pictures so that I know it's real, and then let's talk. But for a lot of people, they just kind of want to meet you and see you. I'll throw on the Under Armour polo too. Try to make myself presentable. Shit, maybe I should ask a few people for a hand. Maybe I should go see Cody and get my hair cut. I don't have the energy for like a whole day, especially after today, because I did all this today. With taking the bus, you guys. I don't think I've closed all my rings quite yet. Oh, I haven't. With taking the bus, though, I still walked 7 miles. And keep in mind, you guys, I don't have a dog anymore. I'm gonna appreciate my next car so much. You guys have no idea. But yeah, I'll be back on here in a little bit. So if anyone else is on, you're hanging out and you just want to have some noises in the background or want to come keep me company and chit chat some more, I'm probably just gonna run some comp games. Take advantage of being indoors and get as much in as I can before I get tired. So, but I do appreciate everyone popping in and saying hi tonight. Listening to me ramble. Hopefully I'm doing a better job of this. I know it's my job to keep on talking. Trying to get the questions in when we can. So I am gonna, thank you so much, Aradorio. I'm gonna wrap this up here. I am doing raids. I am doing raids. So we are gonna raid another channel here. I do not know these people. I am literally going in here and I'm picking a random channel. So I'm gonna come up with a way where if you guys have somebody that you guys enjoy watching or anything like that, that you feel like the community would enjoy watching for a few minutes or whatever, we'll kind of come up with a way where people can choose where we raid in the future. But yeah, gonna send you guys over. I'm hoping this works. I'm gonna try checking on my thing, but it hasn't been working the way I wanted it to. But we're gonna give this a shot, and I will catch up with some of you guys later and some of you guys tomorrow. So take care, guys. Have a good one.
Say something that will make my day, 'cause these memories of her won't go away. They're haunting me so I can't sleep. She was a pretty little liar who cut me deep, 'cause she left me here alone. Now my bed feels just like cobblestone. Oh, where did she go? Oh, was I supposed to know that she'd leave? Was I too naive to think that she'd